We are here
Yeah.
to review Circus today, starring Ranveer Singh, Varun Sharma, Jacqueline Fernandez, and Pooja Hegde, directed by Rohit Shetty. As you must have figured out, it's based on the comedy of errors, and it's been retold
Again and again and
again and
again.
again. What did you think?
So I think one of the most beautiful tellings of the story of Shakespeare's comedy of errors has been Angur. Gulzar Saab's brilliance,
Absolutely.
Sanjeev Kumar, but
Classic.
Devan Verma. We'll come to that comparison, I think, towards the end.
Yeah, fair enough.
Better to hear first from Next Gen, who hasn't still seen Angur, and what they thought. The uncorrupted thoughts. I mean, it's a mistake we'll rectify soon, right?
Yes, very true.
But what did you think of Circus with a K?
This movie has so much wrong with it that I spent a while trying to figure out how do you start to even talk about it. How the problems that it has are so structural and so ingrained that I was genuinely struggling about. It's supposed to be a comedy movie, which I think it failed miserably at. It has a brilliant cast and a story that has been told over and over and over again. So you would think they have a lot of reference points to then improve on. Somehow they managed to worsen it and turn it into something entirely different. I don't even know how you managed to do something like that.
I think what would be better is to just kind of draw a line in the sand.
Okay,
Let's give our ratings first.
fair enough.
Normally we do it at the end, and then we can discuss why the rating.
That makes sense. Okay.
So at the count of three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 का 4 हो रहा है यहाँ पे. I'm surprised
Oh
and
my
shocked
god,
it was that generous.
that was generous. I was actually debating 3 is too much already, but for me it generally just goes Johnny Lever and then Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh.
So that was my point. So I went with Ranveer Singh. The Deepika angle was very, very cute. Rohit Shetty, beautiful locales. I don't know how he's managed to do that, and the sets and the cars. So that kind of did it
I think
for
it's
me.
the
And I
only-
can't go.
it's
All
only
these sets and the cars, which don't make sense by the way, because he's showing 60s ka India.
Right.
And I think
It's a story about two sets of twins
Right.
who get separated, and then who are separated in a sense, and then what happens, and the kind of comedy of errors that happen because of mistaken identities.
And shenanigans.
But in this case, I mean, it's a really complicated storyline. It's a complicated setting. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. And you have Murli Sharma kind of narrating the whole thing as the prop.
Oh yeah.
So, and you have the whole set of Rohit Shetty regulars from the
Of
movies,
course.
including Mukesh
The snake
Tiwari
guy.
and the snake guy, and
Oh yeah.
everybody is there. Johnny Lever has been mentioned already, so everybody's there except for the story.
Exactly.
and
And I think the problem
and the
is
lack of
that
laughs. So, in
Oh
fact,
my God.
one question before we really delve in: how many times did you laugh in the first half?
none.
Once, maybe?
None.
I grimaced,
I
I
kept
growled, I groaned, I
Giving it
didn't
the
laugh.
benefit of doubt. I
Benefit of
thought
doubt.
there was something
Lot.
coming.
Maybe it'll
that's
come in the
okay,
second
but
half.
you
So, yeah, okay.
And this is supposed to be a comedy, right?
Yeah.
And then second
Yeah.
half,
Second
None.
half also once, maybe.
Actually, once. I will give them once.
0. So that's a comedy for you, right?
Yeah.
Where you really struggled, and there was a lot of slapstick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and they
this
kept
is, I
stretching
think,
it.
that's my problem with this whole movie. Where if you are going to take this story that's been done so many times before and you want to make it new or at least add something to it, you have to commit to something. You have this whole slapstick spiel going around. Even that you aren't entirely committing to. You only have this one electric bit going on all the time. You have this whole thing about he's the Western guy and he's the country boy. So you have to show that. So they'll make her wear a sari and her wear a skirt. But even then, the distinction between the two Ranveers is not very separate. So you don't really know what's going on. You're trying to go for this whole 1940s, 80s
60s
slash 80s, I don't know kind of thing.
Very unreal look.
Exactly, to try and appeal to the nostalgia sense, but even that you're not doing all that well. So you're just kind of sitting there thinking, what are you
What
trying
is
to do?
happening?
What are you showing?
Actually, it's like, what is happening?
What
For
is
me,
happening?
That was more
Yeah, it was stretched. It was,
It's a really long movie, by the way.
yeah. And so whatever he tried to put in was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Almost
He-
150 minutes.
Yeah, and I wish he had I don't know what he could have done. Like she said, it was structurally unsound. But maybe, take off those bits which were just generally, you were grimacing, you were thinking, oh.
In my
I
opinion,
think it's
if you
called
were
a
to
story.
start, if you were to start
First you need a story.
cutting out this thing, the entire movie would be cut out because there is
What is
honestly
the story?
nothing salvageable here. In
I
my
don't
opinion.
feel anything for any character in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
so-
I mean, I.
A good
it's just-
story and then made a hash of it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even and yeah, the music. Oh my god, they had I think 2 of their own original songs, but they weren't very good. So then they just threw in like all these other old songs.
That was another thing that wasn't.
How would you compare it to Angur?
Oh my God, Angur, everything tied up so neatly. I know it was that era, so it could have been done in a very stylish way if done now. But then they treated it so beautifully because everything made sense. Whatever they did, the other couple, and you identified with the characters, the twins. Here it was tough in that sense. You didn't
Feel anything?
feel it for them. Even the lady, the lead. Oh my God, like delightful. Angur was simply delightful.
So for me, I mean, if Angur is the Homo sapien, this is Neanderthal.
Oh gosh.
Barely
I
past
was-
the gorilla.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to gorillas.
Yeah.
I think humans and gorillas is a different this thing.
Yeah.
But this is Neanderthal almost.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is actually.
I think
it's
you'll
a
be
different species.
constantly reminded that it's a Rohit Shetty film because I think with the like the sets and everything that you can tell it's a big director and
Fancy
things
cars.
like fancy. It's cool. Like you
Everything
have all this
fancy.
big cast
Yeah,
and things.
yeah.
But
Item numbers.
somehow you don't manage to do much with it, and it's so disappointing.
Yeah. I think really disappointed. For us, a waste of almost 2.5 hours. in
I
that
think the
sense.
food was a saving grace for me. I got a nice caramel popcorn. That was very
I had
nice.
decided I won't be eating anything, but then the movie.
You have to. You
got to
need
me.
comfort.
I needed
Yeah.
that.
So I think that's it from us. Do let us know what you think. Circus with a K deserves a K knockout. All right. Thank you.
Okay.